this merry-go-round that never seems to end, and will be subject to this volatility, not just crypto, but all markets. But you can see through this a little bit, and you can see through the oil price and other aspects of data that we're being fed that markets still don't believe that we're going back to a hot phase in this. Oil prices being down alleviates a lot of the pressure from what this war signals. But when you look at yields, inflation expectations, there's just so much uncertainty here. And there is a chart that has me slightly concerned. And it's this one here. I flagged it last week, but we continue to look like we want to break top of the range. Now, if you want to wear this is the Dixie, DXY, it is the US dollar. And this is the US dollar benchmarked against a basket of other fiat currencies in the world. So I think the euro, Swiss franc, the strong ones. And right now it looks like it wants to roll higher. So in that particular moment, it tightens liquidity. And that is the sense I'm getting, is there's so much uncertainty with the stock market raging higher on just a few names, IPO, SpaceX. So overall, Bitcoin in a holding pattern. Nothing has changed here since last week, but precarious. Still building, though, the strong bullish divergence. So you see the price action going lower while the RSI is climbing higher. This is a great sign, and I'm going to point it out every single week because we had the same thing happen in FTX. The momentum is climbing higher while the price action is rolling lower. So that's what we can hang our hat on. But if we begin to really significantly fall down from the 200, it gets a little bit scarier for the market. But the divergence will go stronger because I can't really see this dropping too much lower. This was the low down here on the momentum, you'd think. So even if we do drop down to 58,000, which I think the daily's hinting at, hopefully the RSI remains elevated, so we still get that divergence in play. Now, I'll pop down to the daily because I just wasn't happy with the daily this morning, and it influenced my decision this morning to maybe cut some risk where I could. But this red candle through here lost and I'll get rid of this circle. It lost the 10 EMA and the 20. So this big red engulfing candle down here. Didn't like that. And Bitcoin was where it saw the Iranian situation. So I cut my my trade on Hyperliquid. Happy to do that. It unfortunately reversed just after I did it, but now it's back down lower than when I got out. So happy overall with that decision to manage some risk because there's just something going on in the air. There's kind of like, well, like I said, I closed my hype trade this morning. I've been operating off the weekly. I just didn't see the follow through that I wanted. I wanted to see the weekly close somewhere up here above 70. Didn't get that pretty big rejection wick. Now, my stop loss was at 58,070, so I could have stayed in the trade, but I was actually up a little bit still because it was a really great entry that I got in. I wanted to take some profit off the table, and I also thought to myself, look, Bitcoin's looking weak. The Iran war situation is not improving. The Russia-Ukraine situation is not improving either. And I don't know, it just felt a bit of uncertainty around the table. So I just thought, okay, let's just cut risk. I can always re-enter this wherever I really want. And I've now structured some orders because I think the 10 EMA, so back to the original strategy, it was find a consequential horizontal level. It's still there at $59. The 10 EMA weekly is now almost online with that. So my original strategy still remains. What I want to see here is I want to see us at 59, 58 on top of that 10 EMA, and I want to see us close above it on the weekly. If it does do that, I'm going to get back into the trade because I do think what's happening here is this is still a breakout. Hi guys, thanks for watching this short clip of my Monday market update. The full version covers 20, 30 minutes, however long it goes. I look at the entire market, what I'm seeing, opportunities for investors, and that drops every single Monday to your email and also into the Discord. If that is something you want, as well as Altcoin Bible, Talking Crypto, Thinking Rich, bi-weeklies, workshops, which we run every single month for all our mastermind investors, make sure to click the link below and have a quick chat with Elliot to see if you're right for the mastermind level, and then we can level up and you can have Joe and I on the call with you every week.